computer next to me where I'm talking to Bravo and Bugsy in the Freenode chat, who are all new people. So anyway, let's see. What's a loop? This one's going to be all about loops. It's 7 parts. So it says, my cat over here is eating a plastic bag. What are you doing, Spicy? Get a hold of yourself. All right. What's a loop? Programming can be tough work, and sometimes it's made tougher by having to do the same thing over and over and over. Let's say we want to echo a list of leap years in the editor. You might think we'd have to type PHP echo 2004, echo 2008, echo 2012, and so on, but there's a better way. A loop is a useful bit of code that repeats a series of instructions for you. For instance, instead of typing echo many times like we did above, we can simply use the code in the editor to the right. HTML head title leap years, head body PHP for leap 2004, leap less than 2050, leap equals leap plus 4. I guess that's because after 2050 it skips a year or something like that, maybe. Probably because we have extra time in our years or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to figure it out. But once it figures out that math, it's going to echo that many leap. So, alright, so 2004, 2008, 12, 16, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Yep, math checks out. I don't know why it wouldn't. But save and submit code. Alright, cool. Start the next lesson. For loop syntax. Cool, right? Let's go through the syntax slowly, step by step. Here's an example that just echoes the numbers 0 to 9. For I equals 0, I is less than 10 equals I plus plus, which I think that means increment, and then execute echo the value of I variable, which is this and this. So from 0 to 10, go ahead and list all the numbers. It breaks down like this. A for loop starts with the for keyword. This tells PHP to get ready to loop. Sorry, allergies, guys. Got some sinus distress going on right now. Summertime allergies. So anyway, next comes a set of parentheses, which looks like a little booty right here. Inside the parentheses, we tell PHP 3 things separated by semicolons. Where to start the loop, where to end the loop, and what to do to get the next iteration of the loop. For instance, count up by 1. After the part in parentheses, the part in curly braces tells PHP what code to run for each iteration of the loop. Okay, it's a big fancy way of saying what. See, that's the thing that's kept me from programming until now. It's like, you give me so much of this frou-frou fucking language all the time. Just tell me what it does. Don't throw your degree at me. Like, I feel like I'm getting beat up by people's intellect sometimes, when they just need to, like, just break it down for me. Just tell me exactly what it is. You know, so the above example says start looping with I integer or I variable at 0. Stop the loop before I variable gets to 10. Count up by 1 each time, and for each iteration, echo the current value of I variable. I plus plus is shorthand for I equals I plus 1. You'll see this a lot. So complete the for loop in the editor by replacing the blanks with the correct loop syntax. Use the example and the instructions as a guide. Echoes the first 5 even numbers. For I variable equals 2, I variable less than 11, I variable equals I plus 2. What was this one? Ah, that's right. It was this thingy. So it threw me off because it was 3 blanks. So this one is echo I this thing. Alright, cool, there we go. Alright, and save and submit code. Yes, alright, cool. So, moving right along, slowly but surely. Alright, somebody's talking to me in the chat. James, I was just wondering why your YouTube channel has so many videos that often do not have any connection at all, rather to have a YouTube channel where you focus all your energy on a specific subject. What? I'll answer that later. Dude, I'm recording a video I'm not available right now. Great work. Now let's put together our first for loop from start to finish. A for loop that prints out the numbers 1 through 10 might look something like this. For I equals 0, I equals less than 11, I plus plus, echo I. This for loop counts up 1 all the way to 10. All the way to 10. Oh yeah, less than 11, okay. You can change the third part of the for loop. Alright, write a for loop that counts up by 10 all the way to 100. Okay. Let's do this here. Alright, for I, oh, already messing up. I equals 0. Oops. This thing. I less than 101. All these dollar signs and everything is just kind of throwing me off. Plus 10. Alrighty. Echo I. Alright, so hopefully I did this correctly. Ooh, that's not good. See, it's putting them all in the same thing. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess that's correct. I guess that's what they were looking for. But whatever. Start the next lesson. Great job. For loops are great for running the same code over and over, especially when you know ahead of time how many times you'll need to loop. There are other kinds such as while and do-while loops that we can use when we don't know ahead of time how many times we'll need to loop, but we'll cover those in a later lesson. There's also a special kind of loop called a for each loop that we can use to update or print out every element in a list, for example, an array. Let's cover for each next. Oh, that sounds interesting. Alright, click Save and Submit Code to continue. What just happened? Okay, so PHP, write your for loop below. That's what I just did. Start next lesson. I don't understand what that was. I just don't understand. Loops arrays for each. The for each loop is used to iterate over each element of an object, which makes it perfect for use with arrays. You can think of for each as jumping from element to element in the array and running the code between curly braces for each of those elements. Check out the code in the editor. See how the lang variable takes on the value of each of the elements in langs one by one, then echoes that element to the page. Click Save and Submit to learn how it all works. So, style sheet, Codecademy languages, languages you learn in Codecademy, div class wrapper, PHP, langs array. Okay, for each lang as lang, echo. Huh. That sounds. That's crazy. That's craziness. I mean, I see what's happening, but okay, and then it unsets the variable here. Okay, so I mean, it makes sense, but it's getting kind of abstract at this point. Like, it's kind of losing me, but it's really not. The lang as lang thing is the part that confuses me. So, okay, so what the guy is asking me here in the chat is he's asking me why my videos are not related. Are you asking why my videos are unrelated yet on the same channel? If so, it is because I made them all, and that's what they have in common. My viewers ask me how to do things, and then I make videos about those things if enough people ask me for it. I have several channels, and it is a pain to constrict myself to even, well, no. I have several channels, and it is a pain to maintain several focused topics, but in the same format, rather than in the same channel like I have it now. My other channels are not in the same format as my main channel. Yeah, and that's about all I feel like I really have to justify. All right, so practicing with for each. So let's walk through for each syntax step by step. First, here's a for each loop that iterates over an array and prints out each element it finds. So numbers is the array, and the contents are 1, 2, and 3. They don't have quotes because they're numbers. So for each, numbers as item. Where is item? Oh, item is a variable that it wants it to print. Okay, so for each, it wants it to be for each is numbers, and numbers is going to be called item, and then to echo each item. I don't know why it just doesn't say for each numbers. For each numbers is numbers echo numbers. I mean, now it makes sense. Now I get it. All right. Next, we use the for each keyword to start the loop. All right, so let's see. Finally, you put the code you want to execute. Complete the for each loop in the editor by replacing the underscores with the correct loop syntax. Use the example in the instruction guide as a hint. All right, so sentence equals array. I'm learning PHP. For each sentence as word, open curly braces, and close curly braces. Okay, I think this is what it needs. Start next lesson. Alright, so for loops in PHP. Alright, this is the last part of this one right here. This should put us at like 37% or something like that. So, all on your own. Great work. Now let's see you write a for each loop all on your own. Shit. Instructions. On line 8, there's an array named yard lines. Write a for each loop that iterates over the... Wait, on line 8, there's an array, right here, named yard lines. Write a for each loop that iterates over the array and echoes each element to the page. So we're going to have to do greater than 0, and then whatever plus 10. Okay, yeah, we got this. Alright, on line 8 there's an array named yard lines. Write the for each loop. Yard lines equals array, the 50, the 40, the 30. Okay, let me look at the standard format here. All right, numbers array 1, 2, 3. For each numbers as item. All right, for each. Oh nope. Yard lines as item, echo item. Oh, undefined variable, that's no good. That's no good, that's no good. Write a for each loop that iterates over the array and echoes each element to the page. Write your for each loop above this line, echo, touchdown. Let's see, I think that part that we covered Is this one? No, it was before that. Yeah, is this one right here? For I equals 0, that's where you start. So for yard lines equals 50, yard lines is greater than 0. Okay. Alright. So we're going to go here. We still have some of our code left. So up here we have for yard lines equals 50. For yard lines equals 50. Yard lines is greater than 0. What was that other part? I equals I plus 10. Okay, cool. So yard lines equals yard lines minus 10. Alright, let's try this. Unexpected. Okay, got it. Sorry. What? Well, there's part of the problem. Shit. Wait, what's going on here? Hang on. Let me try this. God, now everybody's trying to talk to me in the chat room. Alright, 42%. Hell yeah. Alright, we're almost there. Click continue. Damn, this video must be boring to you guys. Shit, I just thought of that. Alright, save and submit code. Expecting a semicolon. Okay, let's see. Okay, line 13 is a problem. Invalid argument supplied for each. Yard lines as yard lines, I guess it's gonna have to be. Echo yard lines. Alright, and then shit, I really don't know on this one. I'm gonna have to get a hint. Let's see, for each numbers as item, echo item. Alright, so here's a for each loop that iterates an over an array of numbers. I've got to figure this out. Q&A forum. So if you ever get stuck, you can click the Q&A forum, and you'll be able to see. It looks like, what is the point of the for each loop? I'm so confused. Need help with PHP code. See these fucking jackasses, all these noobs have the most undescriptive. My microwave doesn't work. You know shit, your microwave doesn't fucking work, or you wouldn't be here asking for fucking questions. You know, like, be more descriptive. Let's see, 4 answers. This guy's got a pretty popular question. Let's see what his question is. I have the correct code, yet you are having difficulty in passing the exercise and getting the error. Oops, try again. It looks like your loop didn't echo the 10. Though your code does indeed output the 10. Then you need not worry. This is caused due to a small bug in the X motherfucker. For each yard lines as yard lines, echo yard lines. Dot this concatenates string variable we choose. Do removed. Do the same code except for the what? I don't even know what's going on here. What? From the information I have, I believe that I should make a for loops, but when I make one, it comes up as wrong. Alright. For each yardines, well, there's his problem. Okay. Yeah, this guy's talking about databases. What is going on? Oh, it's supposed to be counting up? Oh, never mind. I minus would be by 1. I minus 10 is where I need to be. Let's see. Alright, so here's what's going on. Whenever you have a problem, just go through the lines of code and explain it to your stapler or something like that. Or in my case, explain it to you guys while I fucking blow my brains out. Alright, yard lines variable equals array, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Write your for each loop below this line. So, for yard lines equals 50, yard lines, well, this isn't for each, this is for, just for shits and giggles. Yard lines equals 50, yard lines is greater than 0. Yard lines equals yard lines minus 10. Yard lines equals 50, yard lines is greater than 0. Yard lines equals yard lines minus 10. For each, yard lines as item, echo item. Let's try that. Motherfucker. What about if we just comment you out? What is going on here? Is this even supposed to be there? Is this what the problem is? Is that what the fucking problem was? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, so yeah, I did it. I'm officially brain dead. Apparently, get your head in the game, James. Alright, for loops in PHP. Guys, I am so sorry. You guys are probably sitting there screaming at the screen the entire time for me to get done with this. I can't believe it even took me that long to figure that out. I couldn't. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all in the next episode. I'm probably going to take a nap right now. This is my day off. I'll probably make the rest of these videos later on in the week, or most likely I'm probably never going to make them at all. But I really need to learn PHP, so I'm probably going to be finishing this, if not tonight, maybe later. So thanks for bearing with me, and see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Alright, so I told myself I was going to take a nap, and I ended up drinking more tea, so here I am. Alright, so let's go check out the front page, see how far we are, what percentage. Last I checked, we were on 42%, 44%. Alright, guys. Let's keep going and see if we can get past 50% for tonight, and then we'll just call it a night. Who knows? We might end up even finishing this thing. Who knows? Alright, come on, bandwidth. Alright, a loop is a structure that tells a computer to execute a set of statements multiple times. Ah, damn allergies, sorry. If you have a process that you want repeated hundreds of times, it pays to put it in a loop so you don't need to write hundreds of lines of code. Makes sense. If you're working on these courses in order, you've already seen how a for loop can allow for a set of loop iterations, but what about a situation where, due to randomness perhaps, you don't know how many times the loop should repeat? In that case, you use a while loop. A while loop will execute as long as a certain condition is true. For example, the loop in the editor will simulate coin flips as long as the number of consecutive heads is less than 3. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Tails, tails, heads, heads, tails, tails, heads, heads, heads. It took 9 flips. Huh. That's kind of cool. What just happened there? What just happened there? Oh, that's so lame. So I clicked full screen and it made me get out of the lesson. That's so lame. Alright, so take a look at the code in the editor and see if you understand how it will work. Once you think you know, or if you're stumped, no pressure, click Save and Submit Code and see what happens. Check the hint if you would like an explanation. So, tails, tails, heads, heads, tails, heads, tails, tails, heads, heads, heads. I think that was the same one as last time. Alright, we're going to flip a coin until we get 3 heads in a row. So, head count 0, flip count 0. While head count is less than 3, flip, and the value of flip is going to be a random number, 0 or 1. And then flip count is plus plus, so this is one flip happening right here. Flip, and the value is random number 0 and 1, and then it's going to increment up on the flip count. So if flip head count plus plus echo, okay, so this has a style sheet that's probably going to output the heads or tails graphic there. And then we have the else. So if flip, like if the coin flips, go ahead and iterate the head count, make it go up 1, and then output the heads logo. Otherwise, if the head count is 0, echo tails. It took this many flips. Wow. Huh. Shit. That got really murky, like right around here. You know? So let's see what we got. Save and submit code. We're gonna flip a coin until we get 3 heads in a row. It took 3 flips. Huh. Well, I suppose that's possible. Let's try it one more time. Wow, 10 flips. I wonder what's the most flips we can get. Yep, here's a whole lot of flips.